Jesus. Is everything in one place? Am I good? Cool. Ow. For those returning, I'm sorry. For those who are starting, then, hello. You may see the corner of, I don't just sleep on a mattress. I just haven't made my bed yet. I am 22 years old. There is no excuse. I started the week fantastically. I went to the cinema. I went to go see Alien Romulus. The film itself, fantastic. The experience of watching the film, questionable. We had a lady who would turn on her torch every time she needed to pick out a nacho. Anyway, I haven't seen the original Alien. This film was fantastic. Great set pieces, great acting, lovely puppetry and puppet effects. I think you can tell that they're puppets. I don't mind that. I find it quite endearing. The setup was great. The plot is fine. The dialogue is passable, and the action sequences are ludicrous, but also not actually like not the rapper, but it's deeply scary. It stayed on as a B trying to get. My heart rate went to 152, which is a good sign, not for my cholesterol, a good sign, not for my doctor. But it's good. It's tense, and it's good cinema to watch with your friends or on a date. Yeah, no, I speak more about my opinion on the film in my Letterboxd review, so go check that out. Tuesday, I went to my restaurant club. Now, we went to a place called Yuri. I actually left early because I thought I was having an allergic reaction. I think I just didn't like what I ordered. I just felt like I was going to go into an anaphylactic shock. And when that happens, the last thing I'm thinking about is the food. But, you know, at least I tried a new thing. I tried Korean barbecue where you cook your food in front of you, and I've also developed a new phobia, which is undercooking pork. It's quite terrifying when you're put in charge of that. I just don't think I'm smart enough for that. I did do a BTEC in TV and film production. What else did I do this week? I went to the gym. It's just full of sweaty people. Which I don't mind, I'm joking. Then I had to edit the first episode of this. If you want to be humbled quickly, try recording a YouTube video. And in the world of music, I went to a gig this week. On Thursday, I had to go all the way to Kingston. Let me fact check that. I felt like a student again. Went to Spoons, and then we went to Prism. We saw the new album launch for Orange County. It was an intimate gig, 2,000 people, which was really nice. There was only 3 people on stage. I did think Rex's new songs from his new album sounded so much better in person than on the album. And that's my hot take. But Saturday is when the important stuff happened. I went to the fiercest rivalry in English football. Just awkward transition. I went to go see AFC Wimbledon versus MK, and it's important that I say MK and not the name, well, the legal name of their club. Let's do a little history lesson. Wimbledon were not in a great space. They were sharing Selhurst Park, which is where, if you know your football, is where Crystal Palace play. So they were sharing a stadium, which isn't ideal for a club. They couldn't get a stadium. The owners had the fantastic idea of agreeing to move the club to, get this, Milton Keynes.
It all rubber stamps the end of Wimbledon as we knew it.
I'd love to, play them and beat them. Hopefully at that point they won't be calling themselves Wimbledon or MK Dons or anything. They'll just accept that it's Milton Keynes.
If you know English geography, you know that's quite a long distance away. Even more mental is that Wimbledon are known as the Dons because of the Don in Wimbledon. The owners decided to rename the club MK Dons for Milton Keynes Don. The Milton Keynes Dons. That's like moving West Ham to Billericay and calling them the Billericay Hammers. And that's like moving Arsenal to Gunnsbury and calling them and that kind of works. The fans furious, obviously. They started their own club called AFC Wimbledon, a new club in Wimbledon. They did trials in a park, and they've literally climbed from the bottom of the FA football tower all the way up to League 2 where they are sitting now. MK have been demoted back into League 2. So now, it's just bonkers. AFC Wimbledon and MK are in the same league. That is an insane story. And not only that, but I went to the fixture. It's a big fixture, sold out fixture. It's one of the, I'd say, the best football rivalry, and one better, that Wimbledon beat MK 3-0. I got my scarf. This is backwards for you, or is it upside down? I really like this club, mainly because of the story, and I think they do everything right. It's a model club of what a club should be doing. It supports local businesses, it puts fans first, and most importantly, they play exciting football. And I bought a programme. What I find really interesting about this, they haven't put MK's badge on it. They have put their name on it at the top, but quite conveniently. White on yellow doesn't go very well, so it's quite hard to read. They didn't mention their name once. Get down to the Cherry Red Record Stadium, go see a Wimbledon match because it's really good fun. I mean, the travel isn't ideal. I mean, I found myself in this really sketchy toilet on the Thames Link. But yeah, thank you for watching The Road Show.